some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own.
There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. He's up to 57 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you just cannot draw up the start of the season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year, and quick fire. You're down the field, scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, the running back has it. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
This Jr. making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Pulls and throws out the RPO. At the 45 on his way. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to break down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Direct snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions, and how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater. I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it! And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the screen. Oh, and he intercepts it. Got some room to run. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
And this play first starts with great recognition. When you get upfield as a defensive lineman, you kind of feel it and you smell the screen behind it. And how about that? Get the big mitts in the air, catch the football, and then you show the whole world what you're about. You are an elite athlete. You're just overgrown a little bit. A little return on it. Just give it a little icing on the sundae.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards. And
he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. RPO complete to open the drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground with the running back. On his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Puts it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown Trojans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want it.
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. UCLA looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO fired complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Noles are moving quickly down the field. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The give to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking downfield on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that. But you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got it behind the line. It's Middleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. A run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Quick release on the RPO. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and fires complete.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Red pass is complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He caught it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we laundry on the field. First down for this offense. They want to throw it. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. It's a draw. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done. Breaks into the open. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
And the Trojans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Using the quick game. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Hold it, finds his man on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Seminoles! Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Right back to the well. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Wants to fire on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and not his best work. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quick spin on the rise. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Lofts one high and deep. A full dive to haul that one in. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finding an escape route. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Trojans are flying down the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the RPO, complete. Turning it on. Touchdown, USC. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Running into the open space. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They're going to ride this running back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Quarterback may change this route. Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Keep it on the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to throw on third down. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
He's got it. First down and more. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
Game one, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The option look. He's in open space downfield. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Rides to back and leaves it. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Noles headed quickly to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Trying play action. Looking to take a shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.